Marvel Rivals has just dropped, and like the beta suggested, this game is all the hype. The newest hero team-based objective PvP game brings all the fun of Overwatch with more over-the-top plays, fresh mechanics, and a roster of heroes we already know and love. One area of controversy that sprouted up, however, is the design of one of comic book and film history's most beloved characters, Wolverine. Rivals' New Age anime-like theme introduces alternative designs of Marvel characters such as Psylocke, Hawkeye, and Spider-Man, and although these designs have been met with warm receptions by fans all around, the controversy surrounding that of Wolverine's has sprouted up. Now, the reason I keep putting controversy in quotation marks is because this is really nothing compared to the type of controversy we see on the regular these days, and in a way, it's kind of nice to have things like design choices be the debate of controversy in video games instead of what we normally get these days.
Pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it, sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barb.
Oh, okay.
a barv?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. There we go.
This design has been mercilessly attacked on the internet by people claiming it's too bulky, too wide, and too Street Fighter. And I'm here to tell you, in my opinion, that this Wolverine design is not only good, but it is almost perfect for Wolverine. Even more perfect than the comics or the movies, and I'm going to explain to you why before you start screaming at me. So there are 3 factors to consider with Wolverine when regarding this design: his healing factor, his adamantium skeleton, and his animalistic mutation. So the first 2 factors actually work hand in hand. Logan's healing factor next to his claws is his most iconic ability. The sheer savagery and viciousness we see out of Wolverine would always be cut short if not for his ability to shrug off anything anyone throws at him. Undoubtedly, Logan's most useful ability, his healing factor sets a perfect base for Wolverine's traditional stocky build. Without turning this into an anatomy lesson, most of us understand how muscle growth works. In its simplest form, when muscles in the body are strained, they develop micro tears, which then grow back over time to develop stronger and bigger muscles. Wolverine's healing factor cuts right through this process. They heal just as fast as they tear, allowing for continued muscle growth, hence why Wolverine is always huge jacked man and never gets sore or tired. Let's pair this knowledge with his adamantium skeleton, which clocks in at around 105 pounds, for a total of around 300 pounds for Logan's weight. Logan not only carries that weight with him constantly, but he jumps around, fights, and performs unbelievable feats of agility despite the skeleton weighing him down. Decades of this would naturally grow Wolverine into an absolute tank of a creature. Now, I can already hear a lot of people screaming, okay, but why does he look like Beast? Why are his arms and legs tree trunks? I'm gonna tell you why. When we see the peak of human physique and capability in comic book characters like Batman, like Daredevil, we expect that type of person to look a certain way. And thanks to that perception, Wolverine has been traditionally given similar peak human body looks. But the problem is, Wolverine ain't a regular human. He's a mutant. And unlike Cyclops or Jubilee, Logan's mutations are very physical and quite visible. Ever wonder why Sabretooth looks more like a feral animal than Logan does, despite the fact that they have the same abilities and the same genetics? The little known fact, both Wolverine and Sabretooth's healing factors turn them more animalistic as they age, essentially evolving them over time and improving their base physical attributes. This is why Wolverine acts like an animal a lot of the time throughout his runs, and this is why they don't age. However, when Logan received his adamantium skeleton, and adamantium poisoning along with it, his healing factor went into a state of constant survival to delay this poisoning, thus halting Logan's gradual animalistic evolution. Regardless of this, the animalistic mutation of Wolverine is a perfect reason as to why he is as thick as a bear. It is perfectly plausible that Wolverine's genetics allowed him to develop that way, and honestly, it makes more sense for him to look like this than a dehydrated bodybuilder with tone and definition. Anyway, that's why I personally love this design, and I think it's probably my third favorite Wolverine design overall. Does it look like a Street Fighter character? Yes. But people are only saying that because of the exaggerated limb proportions. Thematically, half of the characters look like they belong in Street Fighter. Look at Hawkeye, for crying out loud. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you later, and make sure to play Rivals to join in on the fun. 2016 days are back and better with Marvel.